Hello everyone, this is Giovany, Backyard Flick Talk number 2 on my YouTube channel, Backyard Pictures. Today I'm going to talk about a bunch of movie topics, a bunch of drive-by reviews, and the segment that I'm going to do, some brief movie news revolving Creed 2, the Fox Comcast Disney deal, and we're also going to do a guilty pleasure segment where we're going to talk about our guilty pleasure favorite films. And I'm also going to talk about who is the better character in these two particular characters. We're talking about Josh Brolin's Thanos or Heath Ledger's The Joker. So I'm going to be joined today by Ivan.
Hi.
Alex.
What's up?
Jacob.
Yo.
Bryan.
Hi.
And we're also going to talk about some, I'm going to do the drive-by reviews of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Hereditary. So before we get started, though, I'm gonna do a Funko Pop giveaway. It's gonna be a Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Funko Pop. It's gonna be blue, you know, the raptor that Owen likes. It's his little child, pretty much. So I'll be giving that one away. Make sure you're a subscriber to the YouTube channel. Also, make sure you're following me on my Backyard Flicks Instagram page. I post a lot of movie news, some other reviews, and I do some other giveaways like digital copies and stuff like that. So make sure you're following me there. That's gonna basically start everything off. So let's get started then. All right. So my first drive-by review is going to be Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Boo!
It stars Chris Pratt. What is that girl's name?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Bryce Dallas Howard. Justice Smith.
Who?
The kid with the glasses, the one that's screaming and yelling and being all scared and shit in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Is he in King Kong?
No.
No.
Anyways, so I just saw that movie the other day, or yesterday actually, and in the trailer it does show a lot of stuff.
Too much.
It does reveal a lot. After watching the movie, yes, there is a lot of stuff that confirms that it does spoil a lot of things, but there was a couple things that were not in the trailer that were, you know, surprising or whatever.
Were you really surprised? Were you really surprised? Sorry, I made noise.
But there was a couple times when it actually wasn't too bad. It wasn't too. There were some moments that were still suspenseful and surprising and whatnot. The movie does a lot of the like a throwback, I guess, to Jurassic Park. There's a lot of scenes in that movie that were actually were done. Yeah, exactly. It was done well. I was like, oh, that's directly from Jurassic Park, and there was some parts that Chris Pratt, some funny moments that he does, but it was in the trailer. So it definitely lost its comedic timing, I guess you can say, because you already saw it in the trailer.
Saw the whole damn movie in the trailer.
Most of it, yeah. I mean that's really a bad thing.
Every time that movie trailer came up, I guess it first started with like Blue coming up and he's being surrounded, and then they show in the trailer that he gets shot. Like, are you serious? At that point, I always stop looking. Like, I don't know exactly what happens after in the trailer because I look away and I know that they're gonna show a lot of stuff. But they reveal too much. I think the trailer's over. I look up and then like there's a scene with the Velociraptor in the bedroom or something. Like, come on, can I just watch that movie and like enjoy those scenes when they come out? Like, instead of having to see it all in the trailer. A
Velociraptor in the room.
Yeah, there's like a Velociraptor in this.
Well, but there's something that happens though. In this movie.
Did he talk like that dinosaur that was in the plane in like Jurassic Park 2 or something?
No, that was a dream anyway.
Oh, it was a dream.
Oh my god!
What did he say?
That wasn't part of the story. That it wasn't part of the like real life or some shit. The guy wasn't. The dinosaur was dreaming.
Says, Alan.
In the new Jurassic World movie, they don't talk like they did in the second Lost World one.
A lot of people complain that this movie kind of changes gears like drastically. Like, it's half of it is one movie and the second half is another movie.
I didn't hear that, but did you find that?
And it kind of, I understand what they're going with, but I mean it's connected. So I mean I understand that half of the movie is in one location and the other half is somewhere else, but it is connected. It does end up going to where it's supposed to be going or whatever. but I mean, ultimately, the CGI and the dinosaurs and all that stuff, the volcano, the action scenes were all done very well, and it was entertaining. It's definitely not the best Jurassic Park movie. Obviously, it's not going to be anywhere near the first one. The worst Jurassic Park movie is still 3, in my opinion. That movie's pretty fucking bad.
Is this the dream one?
Yeah, that's in Jurassic Park 3, there's like a raptor that starts talking or some shit. But that's not what was going on here. But I mean, ultimately, it was entertaining. Like I said, it was an alright movie. It's not the worst Jurassic Park.
Is it better than
Jurassic
the
World
last
movie,
one?
I like the Jurassic World more.
Would you recommend us watch it?
For you guys, probably not.
Where should our expectations be if we were to watch it?
How do you mean?
Like where?
Rock bottom.
Like if we're gonna watch it, like is this a movie where we're just gonna enjoy
Popcorn.
Okay,
popcorn movie,
knowing you guys, knowing the way that you guys are, you probably should wait until it comes out like on Blu-ray or something.
But you still recommend that we watch it?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think you'll
It's
find
worth
it
watching.
I think you'll find
How
it
long
entertaining.
was this movie?
What?
How long was it?
2.5 hours.
It's like a little over 2 hours.
It's just a little bit over.
It's like it's like a little over 2 hours, but it does feel
Maybe I
kind of
should
like it's separate. It's kind of like the first half is one location, one story, and then the second half it's another something else. But
That's
it's
weird.
connected.
Is it noticeable enough to where it kind of throws you off?
I didn't think so, but some people felt that it was. So
I heard a review where they said that they should just go extinct. These dinosaur movies, these Jurassic World movies. What do you think?
well,
That's pretty funny.
Well, I mean, that was kind of a debate in the movie, even though it was kind of brief. But that was kind of a discussion there. It kind of sets us up for the next one. But I mean, if you can think of where else would they take this movie at, like where would
New
they
York
go?
City or some shit.
You know, like where's it gonna go from here, right? So I mean, if
Outer
you can think of that,
space.
Oh God.
not outer space. The
Pretty cool.
No, but I mean, overall, it was a fun movie. I didn't feel like it was like a waste or anything. So,
Cool.
For most people, I'm gonna say you can.
So you don't feel like it was a waste of your ticket money?
No,
Okay, then
no, it was
It's a
entertaining.
good movie.
I'll
Theater
trust
movie.
it.
So I'm gonna grade it a B minus. So that's my
Wow.
Jurassic World.
That's the highest review.
And you give
Formative.
Hereditary a B plus,
Yes, correct. You got it.
so it's not that bad then.
All right, but no, not with you. Knowing you especially.
Oh.
I don't know. You haven't even seen Jurassic World, right?
I saw like the T-Rex fight at the end.
All right, so definitely not for you. But that concludes the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom drive-by review, even though it went longer than I thought it would. But I'm going to talk about Hereditary. It stars Toni Collette, Gabriel Byrne, and it's written and directed by first-time filmmaker Ari Aster. And it also stars Alex Wolff and the little girl, the creepy girl that's in the posters and the trailers and all that stuff, Millie Shapiro. So the film has one of the most unsettling and disturbing scenes I've seen in a long time. This is not your typical horror movie, and the least you know about the plot, the better. The first act is a bit slow, but ultimately this is a great film that was told in a very unique way. So my grade for Hereditary is going to be a B+. All right, in another segment of movie news, we got the Fox Comcast Disney deal. So Disney decided that they're going to offer some more monies
How many billions?
to get that Fox. That's $71 billion. And they had initially started with about $52 billion, and some of them was stock. And Comcast says, I want this shit, so I'm going to offer $65 billion. And now Disney is, I'm going to give you $71 billion.
Why does Comcast want?
Hulu and rights to most of the Fox.
There's a lot of assets and property in Fox that they can get.
They're trying to buy complete
Fox.
like
Except
all
for
of
Fox News, everything.
A lot of the
Holy
segments
shit.
of I don't know if Fox News is included in that,
No.
but
So,
it's
it
they'll own like the Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
right.
the
X-Men,
Yeah, Spider-Man.
So it's like a bid war between Comcast
Deadpool.
and Disney.
Deadpool now,
Shit.
and So now they're in this bidding war between these two giants.
Still going on?
Yeah, it's still going on. So
I don't think it's gonna be matched. I think Disney's gonna win it.
How the fuck can
But
you...
that just tells me that I'm gonna have to pay more for like Hulu and shit. Like down the line, I'm gonna have to pay more for.
Disney...
more like Hulu's owned by other corporations too, not
But I thought
just.
Fox had the majority share.
I think they do have the majority, but there's still other ones.
Yeah, because
that are-
Disney was in the process of trying to make their own online streaming,
Right.
and with this purchase, like,
And that's part why they want it.
Yeah, that's what
What
they're
is,
buying. I think.
like, what's the most major thing that they own? Fox. Fox. What do they own? Like, the biggest thing? Like, Disney has, like, Disney characters. They have
biggest
Marvel.
asset Fox has.
They have
is
Marvel.
Fox.
They have Star Wars, right?
Fox has
big things does
Fox
have?
has, you know, like you said, X-Men, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
They have The Simpsons. They have the Family Guy stuff. They have
All the dead shit.
the what?
All the dead shit.
Dad shit?
Dead. It's dead.
Well, those have future
Oh.
projects and stuff.
Oh, okay. What else do they have?
Yeah, Fox sucks.
What I'm curious
Keep
about
'em.
is if Disney or Comcast buys Fox, is what route they'll go with in the Alien franchise, because
The Alien's been failing as of late, so I don't think they're gonna
Yeah,
do
so-
anything with it right away.
so they're gonna
Revamp.
They're probably gonna
Yeah.
reboot
Yeah.
if they win it, if they get it. Whoever wins
sucks
it.
because we've been waiting to see where they're going with that story.
With what
The
story?
engineers.
Alien.
I like Prometheus. I didn't see Covenant,
I liked it.
but I heard it was not so good.
I like Prometheus better. Prometheus was a
Oh,
better
what
movie.
happened to that movie? I forgot about that. The trailer with the xenomorph on the fucking thing.
Yeah, that one. I haven't seen it
Did that come out already?
You got black though.
in the trailer.
Trailer black. What the fuck?
And it looks kind of the same in the movie.
Damn, that's black.
But it answered almost all the questions that you would have had. Damn, this is turning into an alien freaking conversation now.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, it answers almost all the questions you would have in Prometheus, and then gives you a lot more at the end of the movie.
But then it also raised like more questions.
That's what I'm
too.
saying. They raised a lot more questions at the end of Covenant.
For a sequel.
Yeah, but they're not even gonna pursue that because I don't think they're gonna invest money in an Alien movie now because it pretty much flopped. So I don't know if they're gonna do that. So if Disney or Comcast buys Fox, they're probably gonna reboot, but they're probably not gonna reboot anytime soon. I guess it also probably depends on how Predator does.
What I'd be pretty excited to see is if Disney buys it and they do like, instead of making those movies, they do like a show on Hulu or their online streaming for Alien. That would be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a possibility.
Lost in Space, you know, Netflix.
Oh yeah.
I think that if they did like a series for the Alien Xenomorph, that'd be pretty cool. If they did it right, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
we know that they can easily fuck up a good franchise.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Who, Disney?
Anyone.
or anyone. Yeah.
Nice tangent.
So yeah, I think most people want Disney to win because it's like, well, they'll get
No.
X-Men and Fantastic Four and Deadpool
They need
and
to
the
make a good Fantastic
MCU and
Four
all that
movie.
stuff.
Thank you.
They need to make a good Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, they have yet to do that.
So they could
They'll
do.
suck.
They could also do a Fantastic Four series on their online streaming. You know, if
Or
they're
if they
gonna fully
make like an
invest.
MCU style Fantastic
Definitely,
Four.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think Bob Iger, who's like the main guy from Disney, I think he said that if they do get the 20th Century Fox deal, that they're gonna implement Fantastic Four and Wolverine and the MCU.
In the MCU.
So
I
that's
think
their
after-
goal.
After Infinity War is over, I'm done with MCU.
Damn.
What?
Yeah.
What if
I liked all this, but from what I've heard that they're gonna do in the future, I'm not interested. I'm done with MCU after that.
Really? That's I don't know. For
What
me,
have they
that's something
announced for
that
the future?
you're committing to right now, where you
Like
don't
a
know
bunch
anything.
of movies. Like I just wanted to see the Thanos shit.
He just
Since
doesn't
they
want
announced
to.
them,
There
that's
won't
all I
be a
wanted to
build
see.
up to Thanos.
That's
We're talking
it.
over each other now?
That was everything was all built up for you for Thanos.
Yeah. So
In the MCU.
from the first Iron Man that they've announced Avengers, and then
So
from
you don't like the Avengers?
I'm saying, look, listen. From Iron Man, goddammit, that they and I'm just kidding. That they announced the Avengers, we knew we were gonna get the Avengers, right? We got the Avengers, and then at the end of that, we saw that we were gonna get Thanos. So
that's when you got hooked?
Phase 2 and 3 built that up. So after Infinity War,
How do you
I'm
know?
done.
How do you know that they can't do something like that with Fantastic Four, maybe Silver Surfer?
Oh, like-
Galactus, whatever.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm done. Like, as I'm not gonna watch them, but I probably won't be as on top of it as I am now.
Oh, because right now you're really like,
Yeah.
that's your number one thing right now. That as
Yeah,
far
just
as
to
topics
finish
of
what's going on.
Yeah, okay,
The whole Thanos
Yeah,
arc.
that's pretty big. Yeah, it's one of the biggest we've seen.
I'll give you something big. Just cut that shit out. Don't put that in.
No, put that in there. Keep that in.
I'm gonna put that in there. That's right.
You need to know what you said.
So have any of you guys seen the trailer of
No.
Creed 2?
I saw it.
Creed 2?
As a big Rocky fan.
there you go.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
saw
see the
it.
first Creed. I wanted to watch
That's
it.
huge.
Yeah, okay. So I saw it the first time. I thought it was okay. Then the second time I saw it, I kind of got a glimpse of his opponent Drago's fucking bicep and just overall fucking arm.
Wait, what?
That thing is fucking huge, man.
Wait, Creed 2?
Yes.
Ivan Drago shows up?
No, his son.
Well, he does. He does show up.
Yeah,
but he's
and
not
then Rocky's
fighting.
gonna be there, and they're gonna fucking throw down on the sidelines. Watch.
Yeah, watch that shit right now.
That would be worth the fucking price of admission if
Yeah, but-
Stallone takes on.
But aren't they like different weight class? Michael B. Jordan and that.
Well, so
huge
was
They don't
Stallone.
care about
So
that
was
in
Rocky
Rocky
and
universe.
Drago.
Yeah.
No, but they don't really.
They don't do anything
Fuck
there.
no, they don't even.
Okay.
They don't even defend.
All
Like,
right.
they
Yes,
just take
there's
blows to
nothing.
the face and just take the fucking brain damage.
All right, I guess. I mean, I only saw the first and last Rocky movie. I didn't even see
If
the.
you want to be uncomfortable,
Drago.
watch Rocky 5. In the beginning of Rocky 5, it shows all the blows that Stallone received by Drago and him getting the brain damage and the ringing. It's not even fun, dude. Like, it's just painful.
Is that the one where he has a fucking robot?
Yeah.
There's a robot.
Happy birthday, Bolly.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's like this fucking.
bad.
That feels stupid.
That's Rocky 4.
That's
Rocky
Rocky
five.
4. 4.
That's fine.
5.
It's a robot?
5 is when they lose everything.
Oh,
4.
yeah.
Yeah.
5 has the sun, right?
5 is with Tommy Gunn.
That feels annoying.
Tommy Gunn?
Tommy Gunn is this guy that's been looking
Isn't that
at
a porn star? Tommy Gunn?
My God.
I don't know.
Are you recording?
Mion.
Yes, I'm fucking recording.
Fuck.
All right, so we're moving on to the next segment, and the next segment is our guilty pleasure films. We're gonna go through the list of everyone here, and each one of us has a film that we find to be our guilty pleasure that we like to watch once in a while. So I'm gonna start off with myself. So mine is going to be a little film called Jennifer's Body. That came out in 2000. Yeah, you guys are fucking laughing. Jennifer's Body came out in 2009. It has Megan Fox, the brilliant actress, and Amanda Seyfried. How do you pronounce her name? I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Yeah, some shit.
And Adam Brody. And it's about some high school girl who was newly possessed. She becomes like demonic and starts doing a bunch of shit. Starts eating and killing a bunch of boys in high school. And then the main girl, Amanda Seyfried, I guess her name is Anita or some shit like that. And she gets like powers towards the end of the movie. And I don't know, there's something about that movie that I actually like watching like during fall season. Maybe because I watched it during the fall. So it kind of reminds me of that time, I guess. There's some parts that are kind of funny, I guess. Some parts that are interesting and whatnot. And it was written by Diablo Cody. She wrote Juno. So sometimes I like her dialogue. It's a little witty sometimes. So I kind of liked it. But this movie was not liked by most people. I think it's like at 44% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I mean, it stars Megan Fox. So that should say a lot. So that's my, or at least one of my favorite.
Did you say Jennifer's
Guilty.
Body?
Jennifer's Body, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one where she burned her tongue with a lighter?
Yeah, exactly.
That was
That was a good
That
movie?
It's not considered a good one. I like it.
Okay.
I like watching it once in a while. That's why it's a guilty pleasure movie for me.
Okay.
And
When's the last time you saw that movie?
I saw it maybe like a year ago.
So once a year?
It's yeah. You should try to watch it like maybe once a year or something. So I don't even own it yet. Like I don't even own it. So
Halloween
it's
season or what?
usually around like September, around there, fall season, stuff like that. So that's my choice. So that's my selection. So So moving on to some of you guys. So all right. So Brian, what's your guilty pleasure film?
I have a few guilty pleasure movies that I like. Mostly are like late 90s, early 2000 movies. But my favorite guilty pleasure movie is probably Armageddon.
Oh, shit. I was actually thinking of watching that.
Yeah, I mean that's a good like guilty pleasure movie, I think.
I
Because
think any like action '90s movies pretty much qualify.
yeah, Face Off. That's
Face
one.
Off.
It's a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a Michael Bay movie that's a guilty pleasure?
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor. There you go. That's another one. Late 90s, early 2000s.
Pearl Harbor: The Last Hour.
What?
I like The Last Hour of Pearl Harbor. Yeah, so I guess Armageddon was like at 39% Rotten Tomatoes.
Holy smokes.
I know I made a shitload of money, like most Michael Bay movies, anyway. But yeah, it has its cheesy moments. But I mean, I ultimately liked it.
Nice.
Alex, what about you? Have you seen Armageddon? Did you like it?
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I liked it. I guess. I
So-
can see why it's a guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah.
You can see the badness.
I can
Yeah.
see the badness. It's
Cliche,
fun. Yeah,
yeah.
it's fun.
How about you, Jacob? Did you watch Armageddon? Did you like
It's
that?
like the ending of the whole movie.
Does he die?
Who? Bruce Willis?
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
we talking about Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
Harry,
Why don't you just watch the movie, dude?
that's a spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert!
For
You
a
haven't
fucking
seen
movie that's 20
a
years old.
1998
no, it's
movie.
fucking 20 years old.
I don't wanna close my eyes.
Is that really in the movie?
That's the main song, basically.
'Cause I miss you, baby.
Oh my
And I
God.
don't wanna miss a thing.
I have three.
So you have your choice now?
I
Your-
have three, but I don't have much to say about them. What am I gonna say?
What are your three then?
Halloween 2, Rob Zombie.
Ooh, fuck.
I heard that one was shit.
That was fucking horrible.
I heard-
That's
that
the
was
point.
shit.
That's the
I
point of this
can't watch
video.
that one. Honestly.
I heard
That one's
was
fucking
shit.
bad, and that's Jacob saying. Jacob's a
'Cause it's
big
so edgy,
Halloween
it's so-
fan.
Halloween 2, Rob Zombie. 8 Crazy Nights, Adam Sandler. Is that
Oh,
considered
nah.
bad?
Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't
considered
think it's
bad.
bad.
I think it's alright,
I like
but
it.
And Jason
like
X.
oh,
That's a good one, right? I love Jason X.
Jason X.
It's so
damn.
ridiculous.
Fucking
he,
Jason
gets, he
Voorhees.
gets frozen and wakes up like 1,000 years later in his spaceship. What the fuck?
And it gets upgraded and shit.
yeah.
There's like a simulated campground.
Yeah.
And
He's
has
like
a-
throwing chicks.
That was the best part when he split that chick in half. Who was in that sleeping bag sack?
He hits
Swung
them
her
against
into a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, snap.
I was about to
And
watch that movie too.
That robot has like its nipple
Fake
fall
nipples,
off.
the fake
Yeah.
nipples.
I think I
Haven't
watched
seen it in
like
a
the
while.
opening credits, like not even 3 weeks ago,
Really?
and then I stopped because
That's a good guilty
I was
pleasure.
watching
That's
Jason X.
such
I
a-
guess.
Yeah, I love that shit.
How about you, Ivan? Have you seen Jason X?
The first time I saw it in theaters.
I think we all saw it together.
In
Oh,
02?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it with you guys,
Oh, okay.
but
What year did it come out?
02?
02?
02.
Damn.
02?
Yeah,
And I hated it that much back then.
I guess. I guess so. All right, so the one we're missing is Ivan. So Ivan, what's your guilty pleasure film?
Pearl Harbor.
And why do you like that movie?
I like the action and the set pieces were pretty cool, but it is pretty long. I did see it 3 times in the theater though.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
People couldn't even stand watching it once. I liked it a lot.
That movie's fucking 3 hours long.
Yeah, I know.
It's a Michael Bay movie.
The action was
times
really
in
good.
theater.
The
though.
action was really good.
If you watch it now, it'll still be really good.
I haven't seen it lately, but
If you watch it now, that Pearl Harbor scene, the actual Pearl Harbor scene, it was really good. And then they go
And also
the bombing raid.
the bombing raids in
Yeah.
in England. Those were really cool.
Oh yeah, when he was fighting with the RAF.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So
My friend has a copy of that movie, but they have edited the movie where they cut out all that
Oh,
the
Bullshit.
romantic stuff, and it's just the good parts of the movie.
all the filler and shit. All the
So it's a really
bullshit
short film.
romantic shit that makes no fucking sense.
So the Battle of London, the Pearl Harbor,
and the bombing raids,
and then the
Japan.
Doolittle raid, in
The
Japan.
Doolittle
Yeah,
raids.
that made the movie
I like-
pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the
Oh,
last
Dr.
hour of it.
Dolittle.
What?
Dr. Doolittle?
Guilty
Oh, no.
pleasure.
Yeah, it's my
Another
there's
guilty
another
pleasure?
one.
Oh, you're adding another guilty pleasure right now?
Sign me up for that one too.
I have a.
I don't even think it was reviewed that bad, actually.
The Eddie Murphy one?
Little?
Yeah,
Oh.
I
With
don't
the
think
talking
so.
monkey?
The second one was,
That was funny.
but
I have a holiday guilty pleasure movie, Christmas Vacation.
Is that a
A
guilty?
lot of people don't like that movie.
Really?
Cheva walked out.
What?
What? He's like, what?
Which one?
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase, 1989. I think.
Oh.
No,
I don't
that's
like-
not.
I
a guilty
didn't mind that
pleasure.
movie.
That has like a big cult following.
I think it is reviewed
that's
poorly,
not
though.
a guilty.
Yeah, it has
pleasure.
It's
like a
reviewed
cult.
poorly, yeah.
Yeah,
But I watch it every year.
I
can
like
see
it.
why you
I like it. I watch it almost every year.
And I do, watching it, you do see why people don't like it.
Is that the
there's
one
some
with
cringy
the-
scenes in it.
With Johnny Galecki?
Yeah.
That's him? Yeah.
Yeah, we just saw it this last Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the. But yeah, Pearl Harbor. Yeah, this is the last hour that I liked. Basically all the action stuff. So, didn't care for the romantic stuff and all the other filler stuff. But
Kate Beckinsale. Mm.
oh yeah, that's right. She's in that, huh?
That's right.
She's the nurse, the sexy nurse,
Mm-hmm.
or just the nurse. Or all right. So moving on to the next topic. So the next topic is who is the better character of the following characters here. So we got Josh Brolin's Thanos or Heath Ledger's the Joker. Now I'm talking about the character, not the performance, because obviously when it comes to the performance, I think most
Joker.
of you would agree, maybe not Alex,
Uh,
would agree that Heath Ledger is the better performance as far
I agree.
as.
I agree.
All right, so everyone agrees, but I'm talking about the character. Which one was the better character in their respective films? Which one was more developed? Which one was just better overall? So I'm gonna start with you, Alex. So which one of these two characters is better, Josh Brolin?
I don't think I can say. I think
I thought this would be an
Thanos-
easy question for you.
Thanos, I think we can agree that it's a little bit more developed, right? We see a lot of his backstory. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
I think just because he's like an alien or something, it's kind of more. You're a little bit more interested because it's not something you're used to. What the fuck are you guys staring at me like that? What the fuck?
Because you're talking.
You're
We're just
talking, that's
looking
what
at
people
you,
do.
man.
All right, so I think that the best character, at least for me,
Just stepping.
is Heath Ledger's the Joker.
Steppenwolf.
What the fuck? Holy shit! There was like nothing good about fucking Steppenwolf in that movie. Like nothing.
What is Steppenwolf?
Exactly my point.
Who is Steppenwolf?
Okay, who is Steppenwolf?
the villain in Justice League.
What the fuck? I didn't realize he had a name.
Exactly my point. Anyways, my choice is
That's
Heath
how you do a
Ledger's
CGI
Heath
film.
Ledger's the Joker, and I like the character because, you know, apart from the performance, since we already addressed that, is that with Heath Ledger's the Joker, you just don't know what he's really doing. Like he's not fully developed, obviously, like Thanos, but there's always something interesting about him because he's
'cause you don't
saying
know.
something, he does something, and you think he's gonna, you know, you think you might have figured him out or whatever, but then he goes to a different direction and stuff like that. Like you just
fits his
don't
character
know
really
if he's
well.
lying. You don't know if he's fucking crazy. You just don't know what he's doing ultimately. And then with Thanos, I guess it's more, yeah, he's more developed and you know more about him and stuff.
But you know what he's gonna do.
But yeah, you basically know his
Plan.
agenda. Yeah. And with the Jokers, he's more interesting because it's like
You don't see anything coming.
he says that this happened in his past, but then he says something completely different later on in the movie, and then he says something else and later on in the movie, and it's just more interesting, more fascinating, I guess you can say. And you don't really need to know the Joker's backstory, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the point about that villain, that he's kind of crazy and insane, and you're not really supposed to really know, I guess, what he's supposed to be. All right, Jacob. So, what do you think about the character Josh Brolin's Thanos and Heath Ledger's the Joker?
Well, I like them both, but if I had to choose which one's my favorite, I think I like seeing the Joker overall more than Thanos. Thanos is just like really strong, can take out anyone with a snap of a finger, but I don't know, just the presence of the Joker during the Dark Knight was more badass, easily, and Thanos alright, but Joker was pretty badass.
I think these are two. We can't compare. They're two totally different.
But we can.
villains.
We
One's
can't.
very comic book. Other one's like something you can apply in the real world.
No, but we're not talking about. We're not talking about specifically what is the best comic book character.
I know,
as far
but
as
I'm saying
in
like
a-
in the movies, you know what Thanos is gonna do. Like it's more like very comic book based, right?
In terms of like Thanos type characters,
Yeah,
Thanos
exactly.
is the best.
Yeah.
In terms of
Like
Joker
you
type,
can compare
characters,
Thanos
Joker's
to
the
like
best.
you can compare Thanos to like what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy. You can compare him to that because they're on the same, you know, they're in the same ball game.
Oh, you're
But-
talking about that blue guy?
Yeah. Fuck, I forgot
what
his
blue guy?
name. Or you can compare him to
Yondu?
Steppenwolf. No, not Yondu.
No, the other guy. From
No, the
first
bad guy from the first one.
The accuser, Ronan the accuser.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
one.
You can compare him to him. You can compare Thanos to him, but you can't compare him to the Joker because they're two totally different.
Right, one's sci-fi.
See, but I
one's
don't.
not.
I don't think so because they're both two separate characters that are two villains.
I mean, we can.
But
Pick which
feel
one we like the
one
best.
is more drama based.
Okay.
One is more drama based. One
Which one do you like the best? You like.
But
Thanos?
ultimately, we're not gonna go based on which is more a dramatic character, which one's the more comic booky character, which one is
Would you like more?
your favorite character of those two.
the Joker.
The Joker.
Really?
Yeah.
Does anybody not think
Easily.
the Joker is the best of the
What
two?
you can't say anything that you dislike about the Joker.
There you go.
There's what flaws?
Well, some people would say he's not developed enough.
Well,
That's
I
part
think
of the mystery.
Yeah.
That's part of the
Right?
character.
No, I agree. That was kind of my point. What I'm saying is, that's what some people would argue. Like, well, Thanos is developed. You know where he came from. You know his backstory.
Yeah, but with
you know
his
this
type of villain, his type of character, you have to do that. Otherwise, you'll be lost.
I'm gonna go with the Joker. There's nothing I can say negatively about the Joker, whereas with Thanos, there's some decisions he makes that I didn't agree with. Like he tears apart Drax, and then he leaves, and he makes it so he can come back. Why didn't he just kill him? He killed Loki. So some things didn't make sense, but still a really great villain. But I'm gonna go with the Joker because everything that he does, I don't think there's like any plot holes. There's no decisions that he does that I don't agree with.
I would have
So
liked to.
there's nothing I can really pinpoint that I don't like about the Joker.
Do you agree in Alex's premise that you cannot compare both of these characters?
Okay. When I say you cannot compare, I mean like it's a little bit, you know, it's a little tough to compare because they're
Well,
different.
that's kind of like saying like, do you like soccer better or football better? Like, well, you can't really compare because they're two different sports. No, but you can. You can
Yeah,
say
yeah.
what you like about one and what you don't.
Yeah, obviously you can, but I think they're different enough to the point where you can say that.
Because there are two different types of
Mhm.
comic book movies,
Yeah.
and you can like both of them, and you can like both the villains. But
Yeah.
definitely, there's a favorite, and for the majority of us, I don't think anyone has picked
Yeah.
Thanos. I think we all like the Dark Knight better than Infinity War, and we both like all of us. Sorry, we all like Joker way better than Thanos.
Mm.
Not to say that Infinity War was a bad movie or Thanos was a bad character, but yeah.
All right, so this wraps up this Backyard Flick Talk number 2 video podcast style. Thank you very much for watching. Again, I'm doing the Funko Pop giveaway, so make sure you're a subscriber to this YouTube channel, Backyard Pictures, and follow the instructions. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, Backyard Flicks. I post a lot of images and movie news and other movie reviews that I'm not able to make videos for. And I also do some other giveaways like digital copies and stuff like that. So make sure you're following me there. Again, it's Backyard Flicks on Instagram. And that pretty much sums up this video. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.